Good morning. This is Stenson, and I'm happy to welcome you to the Unity in Harlem service for October 29th, 2023. The end of October. Wow. Reverend Carol's title for today is Your World is Waiting for... This is the first time I've been the announcer since early September when I left for what was planned to be a vacation in Arizona and Utah national parks. Instead, my partner fell and broke his hip, had a partial hip replacement, and we spent 2 weeks near Phoenix hiding from the 110-degree sun. My Unity in Harlem family was amazing. We felt embraced by cheerleading messages, funny messages, prayerful messages. What a wonderful experience to feel the upbeat love of this community. Thank you. Now, it's my honor. I'm messing up. Now it's my honor to turn the mic over to Marie Poncé for our opening celebration song, Spiritual by Donald Lawrence. And afterwards, I'll be back with announcements.
Wow, thank you so much, Ann Stenson. We appreciate you so very much. And that's who we are for each other, isn't it? Support and love and just really deep connection. And thank you for saying that. It's awesome. But that shows you that we're not just natural beings, but we're spiritual beings. This is Donald Lawrence. Let's sing Donald's song. You're not a natural being having a spiritual experience. Yeah. Oh. Ooh, yeah. I'm not a natural being having a spiritual experience, but I'm a spiritual being living this natural experience. You're not a natural being having a spiritual experience, but you're a spiritual being living this natural every day. When you wake, your confession should constantly say, "Ooh, Lord, let me be spiritual. Spiritual, let me be spiritual. Spiritual, you're not a natural being having a spiritual experience, but you're a spiritual being living this natural experience. I'm not a natural being having a spiritual experience, but I'm a spiritual being living this natural experience every day. When I wake, my confession should constantly say, "Oh Lord, let me be spiritual. Have spiritual eyes, spiritual heart, spiritual. Walking in the spiritual. Love, peace, patience, patience, kindness, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, self-control, spiritual. Let me be spiritual. Let's be spiritual, y'all. Come on. Thank you. Woohoo.
Wow, that's really beautiful. Thank you so much, Marie. Fabulous. And now the announcements. The Unity in Harlem Zoom connection is 698-428-2725, by phone 929-205-6099. The passcode for both is 777-7777. We hope you'll use this Zoom connection to join us for fellowship immediately after the service. You can use the same connection for the Tuesday study group, now reading Prosperity and You. That's from 6 to 8 p.m. on Tuesday evenings. On Friday, you can use the Zoom connection for the Unity in Harlem Prayer Circle from 6 to 7 p.m. The UIH Gospelgram for October 2023 is on the UIH Facebook page. Meditations at Pillars are held every Thursday at 12 noon. For a link, contact Pillars at 212-222-3470. Anyone wishing to speak with the minister about a personal matter should feel free to call 646-481-1844. Next Sunday, the subject on November 5th, the subject will be Speaking Grace and Gratitude. After these announcements, Bob Poncé will lead the Unity in Harlem affirmation. Heather Wilson will read the Daily Word on the theme of imagination. And Marie Poncé will be back to prepare us for meditation with Morning Prayer by Karen Drucker. Reverend Carol will lead the meditation and then her talk. The title is The World is Waiting For. After Reverend Carol's talk, Bob Poncé will provide a short musical interlude before Reverend Carol blesses the prayer requests, tithes, and offerings. Marie Poncé's closing selection today is Daniel Namode's Get Ready, My Soul. Reverend Carol will lead the prayer of protection, and we will end with the peace song led by Marie. And now, Bob Poncé with the UIH affirmation.
Isaiah 55 verse 11 says, "So shall my word be that goes out from my mouth. It shall not return to me empty, but it shall accomplish that which I purpose, and shall succeed in the thing for which I sent it." Unity affirmations speak to the power of our words, and particularly the power of I am. And so we say this affirmation every Sunday to affirm our divine nature. The words are on the screen, and I invite you to say them with me. I am an abundant, radiating center of God's love and light for peace, healing, and inner truth for all.
Sunday, October 29th, 2023. Imagination. I imagine and create my most magnificent life. I admire the storyteller's gift for creating fantastic worlds where impossible things happen. I immerse myself in the story, allowing myself to feel the wonder, the exhilaration, and even the sadness the storyteller's imagination has created. No matter how scary the story, there is nothing to fear. It is only a story. My imagination helps me create my life story. Guided by divine wisdom and will, I imagine a positive, meaningful life. If disturbing thoughts cloud my imagination, I remember I am God's living expression. There is nothing to fear. My spiritual gifts of faith, love, strength, and understanding join with my imagination to build the fulfilling life my heart desires. I will pour out my spirit on all flesh. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. Reading from Joel chapter 2, verse 28.
Yes, yes. We don't have to struggle. We simply have to listen for the highest good in our lives. Karen Jucker, thanks for this song. A new arrangement by yours truly. Let's all sing together and know what this is for real. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am stronger every moment, every day. My mind is willing and my heart is open wide. I trust my instincts and let spirit be my guide. I vow to live a life that's real and pure and free as I continue walking in this mystery. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am grateful every moment, every day. Oh, there may be walls, there may be roadblocks in my way, but I will choose to take a higher path each day. And now I know that what I thought was safe and sound was only habit and regret that held me down. I will surrender to my greatest, highest good. I will release any fear that blocks my way. For every step I take is taken in pure faith, and I am kinder every moment, every day. I am more loving, kinder, surrendering to all every day listening every day. Wow, what a great song. I love that song. Hey, it's Reverend Carol J. Hunt. Yes.
Good morning, and thank you, Marie. That was beautiful. The words of the song so fit the theme for today. Good morning, everyone. So glad you are with us, and I'm so glad to be here. And Stenson commented on the that it's the end of October 2023, and yesterday it was like July 2023. It's amazing what we are living through and accepting that is so different over time, over our lifetimes. I also want to comment on Anne's opening words about when she and her partner was delayed on their vacation, and the response that she got from members and friends of Unity in Harlem. I want to thank her for sharing that, because, there are times when we have difficulty sharing with others who come all the time, or friends who don't know just what is unity, and why is it different from other churches? Why do you love going there, and why have you remained for so many years? Sometimes putting that feeling and knowing into words is difficult, but there's nothing like having a personal testimony, if you will, that many of us are familiar with in other expressions of church life in America. Hearing her share what she experienced carries the essence of love and acceptance. And sharing that, those who call, text, sharing that from their essence. She too hit on something really splendid and very real in terms of our talk today and our reflection today, which you will hear more of. I think we need to do more of that in our personal life as well in our collective spiritual community. Thank you, Anne. And thank you to all those who took time to share uh, your feelings and thoughts with she and Justin. With that, let us prepare ourselves for a time of quiet reflection, a time of quiet relaxation, and an opportunity to go within and be prepared to be open and receptive. As you settle into your seat, as you remove any distractions, let this time right now be one of relaxing, setting aside concerns, and calling yourself to be here right now. Closing your eyes, following your breath, getting connected to the rhythm of your breathing. You now begin to relax. Breathing in and breathing out, you relax. A certain kind of quiet begins to build within and moving to the without. That quiet begins to surround you. And you begin to feel nestled and safe in the silence. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. As you breathe in and out, release, let go, release, let go. Scan your body. If there are places that feel uncomfortable, Breathe into those places and relax them. Let them know they can relax. Do the same for any feelings that you may have. Feelings of anxiety, feeling stressed, any tightness. Breathe into them and let go. Release. Let go. Relax. Relax. Let go. The many thoughts that keep coming across the screen of your mind. What you're committed to do later. What you have left undone. Gather them together. Put them in a basket. And set them aside. Now let your only thought be, I breathe in, I breathe out. I breathe in, I breathe out. Feel the breath as you breathe in and as you release the breath as you breathe out. You feel quiet, you feel still. Your breathing is easy. Each breath sinking you lower and lower into your seat. Peace. Be still. Peace. Be still. Peace. Peace. In the quiet, at the center, there is this peace. peace. There is no hurry. There is nothing you must do, must say, must think about. Peace is here. Your heart, your mind, now centered in peace. Let peace go before you. Affirm, peace is here. I am that peace I want to see in the world. I speak words of peace, harmony, words of harmony. Sharing, words of sharing. Giving, words that give, words that receive. I am that peace that is in the world. Peace as harmony. Peace as giving. Giving with no thought of return. Peace as welcoming, receiving. I receive as peace. I carry forth this peace. Each step I take, a step of peace and harmony. I breathe in and release the peace. I see it travel. Travel and go places. And now peace abides. I breathe in and I breathe out. I release and I let go. I breathe in deeply and exhale slowly. I feel good. I feel relaxed. I am open. I am receptive. I am peaceful. I open my eyes. I look around. I am still. I am quiet. I am grateful. In the name of the Christ. Amen. And so it is. Today, we come to the end of our series of Your World is Waiting For. And always it is about inner and outer worlds. Or at least that's what I have intended it to be. And today, we are going to close out this series in terms of our inner world and outer world, focusing more on the inner. Because once we get that kind of together, I have found my outer world is kind of taken care of. I don't know if you found it that way. And so today, your inner and outer world is waiting for you, loving you. Waiting for you, loving you. The I of you and the I of others. I think across the globe every day, all the time, want to know what love is. As the song says, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I know you can show me. Listen to the words again and take them in. Really think about the words. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I know you can show me. Love is necessary. Love can be complicated. Love can be elusive. Love can be misunderstood. And love can be impossible to define. In fact, it was and is so hard to define. The Greeks decided that love could be in four different ways, packaging it, if you will. And we have heard the four ways before. If you took any classes in philosophy in high school or college, you learned them. So the Greeks helped us along the way with this word love. Eros, romantic or erotic, meaning sexual love, sexual passion. Eros, Eros. And then they said there was yet another kind, phileo, Phileo, meaning love that is experienced in friendships. And the third one, storge, Storge. That's the love that's experienced in families. And finally, we come to agape, Agape, unconditional. And they said that this was God's love for his children. Four different kinds of love that humankind can experience. Now we know that God loves the universe too, but the universe doesn't go through these stages of what's this love? How do I define this experience of love? And then came Plato. It was Plato who began giving a philosophical understanding of love and offering different interpretations. Through the years, philosophers, medical professionals, social scientists, and religious spiritual thinkers have left us a host of explanation interpretations that we can choose from that fit our personal experiences around this word, this four-letter word, love. Sometimes I think there's so many of them, I don't know if they did us a favor. All these brilliant, incredible thinkers. If we were to take them one at a time, starting with Eros, Eros, usually defined as romantic love, it is felt in the body as excitement, elation, passion, joy. It is also defined as erotic because the feelings are so strong, it can be confused with romantic love between a man and a woman. Truthfully, though, the bottom line, Eros does not have the capacity within itself to develop over time into a long-term relationship. Some of us have had that feeling as well, that experience. It reminds me of some of our words in truth, particularly 12 powers, that each of them can be experienced and defined from a human perspective, but then we know, or we are taught, or we have experienced, when we let that same word or feeling be touched by spirit, divine spirit, truth, well, those 12 words become infused with a spirituality that goes beyond description. And it doesn't end. It continues and continues and continues as long as we keep infusing our spirituality and our understanding of spirituality within those words. So that's what it says about this word eros. Doesn't have the capacity to develop over time into a long-term relationship. So now the next is filial. Now that's the love of the soul, some have said. It's all about friendship. It is those times when you meet someone and there's an instant connection. In fact, this is a good place to mention these four definitions cannot be fully separated from one another. In the experience of eros in particular, there is an experience that it's an instant connection, and that gets interpreted as my soulmate. Soulmate love, when it's actually the expression of BFF love. BFF love. Best friends forever. Getting back to filial, by definition, it is easy, affectionate. People have similar natural tastes. Their interests are the same. Their beliefs are the same. Sometimes we hear a person say, we've been best friends since third grade. I have met couples like that. We knew and became best friends in third grade. And so now let's review storge. It is expressed as love for family and community. Sometimes the feeling level is not there because of the sense of duty associated with community and family. It is strong and powerful, and that can become a limitation to the spiritual depth it can achieve. Finally, we're back to agape. Love takes pleasure in and of itself. It just loves for loving's sake. It prizes what it loves above all else. It is sacrificial in nature, as it can be willing to abandon the love or to do without the love for love's sake, agape's sake. Agape puts the beloved first, forsaking their own self-interest and possessions. Agape love is likened to the love of God. We as human beings can relate to these four definitions or expressions for the word love, as we can recall moments when we knew what we were experiencing as that love, eros, phileo, storge, agape, or mistook an experience as the expression of a particular love when it really was not. Agape, as God love, is in full expression, is what we call truth, and say it is one presence and one power. Fillmore does not define love so much. He just says what it is. He says love is an attribute of God. It is God. Love binds together the whole family of mankind. Love, as a divine mind power, joins and binds in divine harmony the universe, bringing man and harmony together. Divine love is impersonal. I want to repeat this. Divine love is impersonal and loves for the sake of loving. In expression, love is an inner quality that sees good everywhere and in everybody. Because it insists on seeing only good, it causes that good, that quality, to appear uppermost in itself and in all things. So let me repeat that, this last one. He is saying, because agape love insists on seeing only good, causes the good, that quality, that love, to appear uppermost in itself. So if you go around insisting on only seeing good, seeing that love as agape, you have to see it uppermost in yourself. That's where it comes alive. And then in all things. It is almost saying like love is a decision. This last point that Fillmore makes about love, it sees only good, and because of that quality, it causes love to appear uppermost in itself and in all things, is where we want to focus our thinking today. In itself. It goes back to the one presence and the one power that we, yes, are agape. We are love. The definition of God. Apply that to yourself. If you insist on seeing only that, it will eventually appear uppermost in you and in all things. Right here, right now, this divine idea, when we see only love, it causes love to appear. When you insist on seeing yourself as love uppermost, first and foremost, it appears as you. To walk around as love. Think about that. Think about that. Walk around as love. And then, because uppermost in you it appears, you see it. Others the same. Your world is waiting for you to love you. In Leviticus 19 of the Old Testament, Moses is doing the speaking here. The verse is 18, and he says, "Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against one of your people, but love your neighbor as yourself." Do not. In Matthew 22:37, Jesus speaking, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. This is the first and the greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself." Love your neighbor as, that operative word, yourself. What prompted Moses to seek guidance to bring the whole assembly together for them to hear these words. This verse that I read in Leviticus is one of about 18 or so out of 37 devoted specifically to don'ts or do not. Don'ts and do not. That further elaborates on the 10 Commandments. And we know that all the 10 Commandments just about are don'ts and do not. The people of Israel obviously still needed a parental voice to tell them what they could not do. Moses, representing the law, became that voice for them. They were not near the stage of hearing what they could do. That came later. And so we can see that he was dealing with these folks that got the 10 Commandments, but he had to push further and came up with the 18 or so verses that continued to let them know, don't do this and don't do that. Now, the setting for Jesus in Matthew is because he was confronted by the Pharisees, because they had just learned that the Sadducees, both of the priestly tribes, and so-called experts in the law, were put in their place by Jesus after they tried to trap Jesus in a question about the resurrection. And this is particularly interesting as an aside. Sadducees didn't even believe in resurrection. All so-called experts in the law, what not to do. In both instances, the Old Testament and the New, there was no love for others. Why? Because there was no love for themselves. They did not insist on seeing themselves as love. The people in the Old Testament were treating one another in disgraceful ways. They had no regard for their neighbor, whether it was for food or for farming or business dealings. They stole from one another. They lied about each other. They humiliated the poor and elevated the rich. All the things they were not to do. The religious leaders of the law in the New Testament were outsmarted by Jesus when they asked which was the greatest commandment in the law. Why? Because he repeated back to them what they should have known. When Jesus replied with the verses from Leviticus, no one dared to ask him any more questions after that. If the religious leaders were serious living the law, they would have demonstrated humility and love for themselves by the way they decided to approach Jesus and the people from whom they were religiously responsible for. Love would have flowed from them. It is impossible for me to speak about love today and not think about what we as human beings have been watching, reading, hearing, and seeing in less than 2 years. If we begin with the war in Ukraine and lives taken, so we have Ukraine, we have Russia, lives taken, Israel, lives taken, Palestine, Gaza, lives taken. Hamas, lives taken. Hezbollah, lives taken. And Maine. I maintain in the lists above, there is no sense of inherent loving themselves. So therefore, there can be no love for others. And we have what results. Let's return to the lines from that popular song. I want to know what love is. That's stating the desire for love. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to know what love feels. I know you can show me. You can show me. The lyrics assume love is knowable by you. Each of us knows it, and not only that, knows how it feels. Each of us are love, and when we express it, we are loving. It becomes a verb to be expressed and known by us first and foremost. Only then can we express it to another. I want to know what love is. I want to know what love feels like. I know you know what it is. I know you know what it feels like. So some hints for today, some verbs: patience, kindness, truth, protection, trust, hopes, perseveres, never fails, joy, peace, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. And guess what? Against all of them and countless others, there is no law. There is no don't do this, don't do the other. I further suggest here for 14 days, because I counted up the words of 14. You can count up more that are not here and put it in. For 14 days starting tomorrow, let a portion of your quiet time be devoted to knowing and feeling a word as you, and rejoice in it. And let that rejoicing be known and felt. Your world is waiting for you loving you. Blessings. Let us continue in the this prayer request, I want to know what love is. I know you can show me. I want to know what love feels like. I know you can show me. What a blessing to know our divinity. That divinity is love. The more we focus, the more we seek it, with the more we insist upon it, it comes forth. And we are it. And we go forth, and others feel it and know it. In the spirit, this is true. Know it and feel it now. Know it and feel the energy of it. I know what love is. I feel what love is. Nestle yourself in this awareness. Expand yourself in this knowing. Walk with assurance. This is you. There is nothing to fear. Love. One presence, one power flows forth, touching others. See eyes light up. See smiles on faces. See hugs being given. This is the world we want. This is the world we create. And in the center of this world of love, we erase the don'ts and the do nots and bring only the do. Right now, erase the don'ts and the do nots and see only the do's, the patience, the kindness, the gentleness. We breathe it in and breathe it out. And we are uplifted and inspired in this truth. We say yes, and so it is. Remaining quiet and still, we think of the gifts that we have for this day. We bless these gifts and giving thanks for every giver that is here with us and those who will come later in their sharing of their bounty with Unity in Harlem. We bless you and know that your giving increases as you receive, and you receive bountifully and continue to give. As we give, so we receive. And we share in the prayer together that we do every Sunday. I will read it and then you can share with me after. Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. Shall we know it together? Divine love flowing through me blesses and increases all that I give and all that I receive. So be it.
In my life, there's been heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely heart. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I want to feel what love is. I know you can show me. Thank you, Carol. Let's sing. Get ready, my soul, for love and freedom and joy for the planet and peace. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in to the deepest kind of life, to the sweetest kind of love. Get ready, my soul. 'Cause here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Here I go, deeper, deeper, deeper than I've ever been before. Here I go, closer, closer, closer to my sacred source. Get ready, my soul. I'm diving in. Get ready. Don't you feel the love is surrounding us? So awesome. Wow. Thank you, Carol. Carol J. Hunt.
Thank you. Thank you for singing it.
You're welcome. I just had to, I guess. I like the song. I don't know why I haven't done it already, but that's all right.
I felt
Wow.
like I should sing it, but I didn't dare try that. So.
Well, you can do it. You're good too. Oh man, I actually I'm remembering the other day I saw these beautiful women walk into the cafe after I was talking to my cousin, and they had these gorgeous galabeas on. And I asked them, "Where are you from?" They said Palestine. I'm like, Palestine? I've never met anybody from Palestine. We had this amazing conversation about the planet and what was possible through women and our connection to just source, the obvious source of womb and peace.
Wonderful.
So just thank you for this talk. Wow, it just brought me in remembrance of that moment. That really wonderful touch of people talking.
Wonderful. All right. Are we ready for the prayer of protection?
We could do that.
You can do it. The light
The
of
light of God surrounds us.
the
The
love
love of God
enfolds us. The
The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are,
God is.
God is. And all is well.
That line, wherever we are, God is. It is so powerful because it speaks to us. It's not only the presence, but it speaks to us directly.
Yeah, all there is just is to listen for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And respond honestly.
So wherever you go, you are it. All right. Peace song.
All right.
Join us.
Everybody sing. Come on, stand up if you want to. Wiggle your toes. One or the other. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. I want to send this out out to my sister whose birthday is today, Margaret Young, who's serving so many people in Dover, Delaware with food. And this is her favorite song, this peace song. I learned it years and years ago at Marymount Secondary School. And this is for you, Margaret, Margie Wargie.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.